Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Cynthia of Cynthia Plans and thank you for joining me today. If you are a regular subscriber to my channel, apologies for not posting a plan with me last weekend. I just needed to take a break and so I figured I would just come back this week, and thank you for your patience. If you're new here, I try to post my plan with me's every Sunday and I'm glad that you decided to join me this afternoon. So let's just dive into the weekly actions. I've already gone ahead and I'm filming this on a Sunday for a change. Normally I film these on Saturdays, but I'm switching over to Sunday, trying to see how that's going to go. But I've already done my reflections for the week. I kept them pretty simple because I was very clear on what worked and didn't work and adjustments that I would need to make. Essentially, this week was just kind of derailed a little bit by a speaking engagement that I did on Thursday morning virtually, and there was a lot of preparation during the rest of the week earlier before the speaking engagement to prepare for that. So obviously that took up a bunch of time, and then I also had plans this week with some friends that I haven't seen in quite a while, and while I was so happy to see everybody, it just happened to work out that everybody was available and wanted to hang out this particular week, and so I wasn't in much of a position to turn everybody down, and so I just said yes. And while I have no regrets about it, certainly it kind of derailed what my normal plans are for the week. This week there are very few plans, and so this will definitely be a more efficient plan with me, I am assuming, and the next plan with me we'll kind of talk about as we get ready for the month of February, what I'll be kind of adjusting and taking into the month of February from what I've learned with the first full month of using the Moxie Life in paper form. Done a little talking, so I'm going to just dive into the weekly action items. I'll speed this part up so it's a little bit more efficient for you all, and then we'll get into the spread itself. Alright, so those are my weekly actions for this particular week. You'll notice I don't have anything in the fun and recreation section. I'm kind of struggling with this one a little bit, and I need to give this one some more thought. I'm definitely going to be reflecting on that one a little bit when I do my monthly reflections. I'm struggling with this one because oftentimes my fun is with other people, so my family and relationships, and so it's kind of falling into that bucket. And so I do realize that there's a need for me to kind of have my own fun, but it's just hard to find the time right now, and so I choose when I do decide to have fun to do it with other people and kind of keep those relationships going. So this is definitely an area that I need to do some more exploration on. And then to share an update, I did go ahead and save actually $1,000 this month. I'm really proud of myself from the no spend that I've been doing. It's outside of my income that I bring in from my virtual assistant business, so I'm really excited about that. So just a little bit of a win to share, and I wanted to keep you guys updated on how some of my goals are working as far as the action items ultimately translating into things that will be accomplished in the course of this year. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and do, as usual, get this sticky note off here, I'll go ahead and do is set up my habits, and you'll notice one of the habits I changed to 6,000 plus daily steps instead of 5,000. This is really going to push me because we live in a very small space. Our entire home is probably like 900 square feet. If you live in a space smaller than that, not trying to have a competition or anything, but it's definitely small for us, and because I work from home, it's difficult to get in steps during the day. I think in the new house that we'll be moving to later this year, I want to get one of those walking pads. The current setup that we have here in the house wouldn't make that possible, otherwise I would just do it now, but that is something that I'll be looking at potentially for the future. But definitely need to increase my step intake. Like, while I'm very active with working out and I eat well, I could definitely be tightening up my nutrition and doing better. Really where I need to make the improvement is in my daily movement as far as the steps that I'm getting in every day. So I'm going to slowly, incrementally try to get that up, and hopefully I'll see some results from that. So I do have my little pad over here with the things that I need to go ahead and mark down. You'll see it's not very much, but I will be kind of adding some things in here as we go along. Just smudged, which I think that's the first time I've done that in this planner, so that's, I guess there's a first for everything, but definitely that's going to irritate me for the rest of the week. I definitely just wasn't being careful enough, but that's kind of the broad strokes of what I have right now, so I'm just going to keep going ahead and kind of add in built-in things that I track every single week. So I've got all of my workouts planned for the week and in here now. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a AM PM skincare tracker. I've been definitely neglecting my skincare. Like I'll be good in the morning and then maybe suck at night, or like sometimes good in the morning and at night, but then start falling off on the night. So I need to build in some accountability here with the planner. So I'm going to go ahead and add a small tracker each day. Choose to go ahead and track that outside of the habits here, and then I'll also add my meal plan, and then we'll be done. Now I feel like I have that song by Christina Milian, AM to PM. If you know the song, let me know in the comments, but I now have that in my head after having written that repeatedly in this planner. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I definitely have to-dos, but I'll just be kind of building those in during the week. I like to do to-do items as I go along. And you'll kind of see here, like, I had that speaking engagement in the morning on Thursday, and like literally the rest of the week I didn't touch my planner again. I basically gave up on my trackers before we even hit the halfway point of the week. So last week in my Moxie life was not my best, certainly, but you can see I was super busy. So definitely wanting to get back into my system this week and using it to keep me on track and getting back into what I want my weeks to look like, which is certainly much more balance, much more investment in myself and things that are a great use of my time. Not, again, to say any of the things I did last week were not a great use of my time, but I'm really committed to working on myself and being a little bit more selfish with my time this year. Definitely keeping it light. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you're one of my longtime viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for coming back all the time, and I will see you next week in my next plan with me. Bye.